Hello, this is Dr. Brian McDonough. Welcome to the latest edition of The New Normal. This is for June 11th, 2020. The country is opening up. If you look in the media right now, there's less attention being paid to COVID. All the dramatic graphics of deaths and cases, the networks have gone in different directions. It's almost as if COVID has gone away. I'm here to tell you that obviously it hasn't. But I'm also here to tell you about a change in how COVID is being approached in the media and through politics and what you need to know. In addition to that, I want to talk for a second about a shift in the presentations that I'll be giving on the periodic basis. I already addressed this on the Coronavirus Today audio podcast that comes out 3 times a week. Here's the deal. COVID-19 is no different than it was before. No matter what you hear, it's spread through droplet nuclei, through contact on surfaces, from one person to another. It is aggressive. We do not have a vaccine. We do not have a treatment. It's being worked on. We do not have it. So it will continue to attack the same way it has. That means now that there's less attention being paid to it, some people actually are wishing it away, ignoring it. They think by ignoring it, it won't be there. You need to worry about you and your family and those you love more than ever, which means wash your hands, practice social distancing, make sure you clean surfaces, use common sense, and do what you were doing before. Just because it isn't being talked about in the media, or just because politicians are ignoring it, does not mean it's not every bit as aggressive. Remember, it's a virus. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about me or you. It doesn't care about our politics, our views. It doesn't care about how much we make or don't make. It doesn't care about turmoil in our country. All it cares about is moving on to the next host. And that will continue until we have some sort of vaccine, a treatment, or enough people have been infected that eventually it dies out. The death rate is just as high, just as aggressive, and we are still worried about the healthcare system being overrun. Enough of that. What I want to talk about is how we're going to approach future videos. We now know that COVID-19 is something we have to live with. So I'm going to start looking at different healthcare issues impacted by COVID-19. It might be questions like, do I go back to the doctor's office? Can I trust a hospital for a procedure? What about preventive care? Because remember, your health continues to be just as important whether this virus is here or not. We can't let this virus change everything. We also have to realize there's a lot more people now suffering from depression. They're kind of upset about the fact that their world has changed. And frankly, there's a great deal of anxiety and fear. So a lot of what we'll talk about will be in that light. Certainly, if there are major developments, I will talk about them. I'm sure you'll hear about them before you get to me. But again, the purpose of what I do is the fact that I am not sponsored. I do not want to be sponsored. I've been there and done that in television in my career. I don't want to become famous again. All I want to do is give you the information at a point in my life where I hope you get something objective from basically an unfiltered source, somebody who doesn't have to really answer to anyone else. So thanks for watching. We will be shifting the focus, and those who regularly join us will know. Those who joined us for the first time, hopefully you'll see things. The one thing that I always do is I always date the day of the report, like this is June 11th, and I let people know that because certainly as things change, if you're listening to something several months ago or watching something, it may not have the relevance that it does. Sadly, with COVID-19, nothing really has changed, so what I told you months ago still pretty much is the same. Take care.